Hello, my name is Juan Depa, and today for my psychology and film assignment, I'm going to be making a psychological case report on Lightning McQueen from the movie Cars. So first and foremost, who really is Lightning McQueen? So back in 2006, the movie Cars was pretty much brought out, in which it pretty much was about racing cars. So pretty much Lightning McQueen is the main character in the movie Cars, a hotshot race car with a strong desire to win and prove himself as the best racer. Set in a world where pretty much cars act as if they were the people in the population of the world, it pretty much portrays the racing culture as high stakes and intense, in which this environment really reinforces a need for high performance, competitiveness, and even sometimes arrogance. So, first, based on McQueen traits and behaviors, he really shows great signs aligned with narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD. This includes a grandiose sense of self importance and a lack of empathy, which in racing culture may have been amplified as they want to portray themselves as the great ones, as the biggest ones doing this kind of thing. In a therapeutic setting, the diagnose will focus on whether these traits interfere with his relationships and personal growth. So maybe if you're narcissistic, you might not be thinking about others, but maybe about your own growth, maybe about what you're going to be doing to show yourself as the best in that setting. Which also it isn't universally diagnosed across cultures, as some view self-confidence as positive, but maybe other culture often stigmatizes narcissistic traits. So what is some evidence of the symptoms? So the first thing is pretty much showing himself as something big, as something of great grandiosity. So pretty much this constant self-promotion and sense of superiority, it's really what showing this all over the movie. So as to the beginning, which brought us to our second symptom, which is his lack of empathy also, pretty much he disregards his pit crew and other racers when needed. So on the beginning of the movie, he fired his crew just because he thought that he could do everything by himself, just because he was doing just great on that first race. So also there was an absence slash weak symptom, which it was a manipulative behavior over the course of the movie. So pretty much he was manipulating some other people to pretty much align with just making him feel great all over the course of the movie. So what would be a great treatment plan? So a sustainable treatment for McQueen could be a cognitive behavioral therapy or activity, which will help him become more aware of his behavior impact on others. Ethical concerns include whether therapy might affect his racing career, if seen as a weakness, and the societal pressure to appear strong could be also a barrier. Research supports CBT effectiveness for personality disorders, making a good choice here in this specific case, in which might improve him on maybe changing all those sort of things. So now, in a broader perspective, this film portrays McQueen narcissistic traits somewhat kind of humorously, yet it also reflects real challenges associated with narcissism, like relationship strain, such as portrayal can influence our real narcissism, which it seems pretty much like it's just about being kind of like not so well rather than just understanding the deeper psychological impacts. So pretty much, even though this movie might be meant for kids, it perhaps might not be done on that matter. Because you surely need to really associate many different factors incorporated with the movie that really go far and beyond upon that. So with this, I want to really associate that with maybe it was meant with that perspective. But if we continue going forward and forward and forward, we're really gonna be seeing how even that might apply maybe to some people you know, or maybe even to some people that are close to you, or maybe to some friends of you that maybe they want to portray themselves as something big. Maybe they're maybe good at something, and due to the fact that they're good at that, pretty much that's definitely just affecting you in that matter. And maybe not only you, but also the people that surround you, and maybe much more broader people. And pretty much just because they think that they're greater on that sense, or not only your friends or something like that, but also maybe people that that are close to you, it's often reflecting also a lack of empathy. Because maybe if you're not good at something, they might just want to portray themselves as big, and making you feel inferior on that matter also, in which it also may be affecting you on some matter. So really, also on many aspects, this film really emphasized on that. So also, I would like to mention more later on the movie when he was on Springs on Radiator Springs. Pretty much, he really got there to pretty much reflect on all of those things that pretty much he was going through, like pretty much on the being more humble, learning more about pretty much more of the people rather than of himself, because that's really what he learned um, over the course of being in there and pretty much leaving that kind of that sort of that arrogance and all those things, leaving it back there or as something in the past and learning and improving as the time went on and things like that. And pretty much as you were able to improve and go on, you were able to develop all that sort of things as time went by. And that can also apply to your life, as maybe you might be feeling, or maybe someone that's close to you might be feeling that they're great or something. But really, when they get to experience maybe an opportunity or something, or maybe they get to experience a moment in which they become more humble, they're really gonna learn and be like, okay, I shouldn't be like this anymore, and they're pretty much gonna be improving based upon that. Be like, okay, I'm gonna be trying to do this to improve myself later on. Maybe instead of treating people as inferior, maybe I'm gonna go with them and see what's going on here. What should be something great to do? What's really something that we really should emphasize on us as a society, and or as a society, as a community, or even as people. And that's really something that this movie can really provide to you. That's really something that's just great, not only for you to really just enjoy some good time watching this film, making some laughs and some other things, but also to really take that thing, really just take it as something maybe to analyze for a future and really just improve yourself on and on and on and on and on. So with this, I would like to conclude this presentation. Here are my references. And really, I just want to leave this presentation with the idea that everything you do, you should always stay humble with that. Because always there's something that you will never know. And that always you should maintain yourself humble. And that you should always maintain yourself with a willingness to learn that. And to continue moving forward, and so on, and so on, and so on. And with this, I would like to conclude this presentation. I hope you all have a great day. My name was Juan Aldepa, and thank you.